Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the RoBuilder YouTube channel. Today we're going back onto the random object generator, and we're basically gonna let it choose what I build, and if we have enough time, we'll do more than one item. So I'm gonna pick a random number, let's say 7. So I'll go ahead and click 7 times, and whatever it lands on is what we're gonna be building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A desk. Now this one doesn't really have pictures or anything to follow, so I'm just gonna build my desk, which is pretty simple. It is a sit-stand desk that's motorized, and it's got quite a bit of space. So let's hop on into Blender. All right, now that we're in Blender, it's time to build my desk. We're gonna start with the top of the desk itself. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do like SZ. All right, scale this down. This will be like the actual desktop. All right. Now we can make this go this way, S and X to bring it in a bit. There we go. Probably some more. Yes, and we definitely don't need this like thick. This is very, very fat of a desk. We don't need that. Let's bring this down. Now, I do have a bit of like, I have all beveled sides, so we'll go ahead and do that first. Just click on these 4 corners. They are beveled on my desk. Boom and boom. Control B. And they're very curvy. So something like this should work fine for me. Looks good. Now, we need to add a few loop cuts because the front of my desk actually comes out a little bit. So we're going to drag all of these out, and then we're going to grab the middle ones like so. Drag all of those out. Whoop, grabbed the wrong line. Right here, drag all of these out. Nice, and then all of these right here, and then just the middle one, and drag that out. I forgot this guy. All right, so I just fixed that up. The front edge right here has just a little bit of like an out sweep, I guess we could call it, and the back is completely flat. Now up next, we do have little like holes, like our cable routing holes, so we're gonna need those. And I guess this would be the perfect time for me to learn how to use that boolean, because I know this is how I would do it, but I've never learned how to use this, so I'm gonna learn and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so if I got this right, you just select your object, go to your modifiers over here, find boolean, and then you want to use this little eyedropper and click on your other object like so, and then you just want to go over here and hide the object just like that. Now we have the 2 holes in the desk that I would be routing wires through. There we go. Let's go ahead and apply that. All right, so now that we have the desk, we need to go ahead and make the actual legs of the desk. So let's just kind of bring this guy up. And overall, the legs are pretty squared out. There is a bit of like bevel on them, but not a lot at all. So let's just shrink this guy down, and then we're going to stretch him on the x-axis like so. I am looking at the leg right now, guys, just to make sure like we're getting a real nice representation. Maybe I'll put a picture of my setup. I can't really put a picture of just the desk, or, you know, it would be, I'd have to take all this apart. I'm not doing that. Now these don't actually go as long as my desk, which was a bit of a worry when I was building this, but they turn out to work pretty good. Now this, we're going to just control B to bevel, and it's going to be pretty beveled. So something like this looks pretty good. I should probably do it kind of separately, like these edges, then these, so it bevels nicely. All right, so we'll bevel these edges first. Oh, wait, I got to do the one side. That's what's confusing me. There we go. Bevel this side. All right, guys, so we just put a very light bevel on here. It's nothing big, but it's still all right, okay? So we have that bevel, and then we're going to need this again, and we're just going to duplicate it, honestly. Squish it on the x-axis, so SX. There we go. Kind of a square. It's a little bit smaller than the leg, and then we just got to bring it up on this one. Grab this face, and I'm just going to drag it up to connect with up here. And we're going to need another one of these. So Shift D, boom, drag that up here. Now this is even shorter than that. So we're going to scale it down a bit more, and then we can kind of bring everything over to where it's at. So it's probably, let's see. Yeah, it's just on the outer side of that little spot right there. We're going to join all that together with Control J, then Shift D to duplicate and bring it over here. Now I am going to flip the table a little bit so I can kind of try to get these matched up. Well, I'm just going to put both of them like halfway onto this line because that's what makes sense to me. There we go. It's looking pretty good. This is so far my table, guys. All right, guys, so actually looking at my desk, there's a bit more detail that's going to need to be done. So I'm going to grab this little, like the middle leg, on probably both of these. Let me go back into object mode. Boom. And I'm going to grab the middle leg on both of these because they're just not going to work. There's a bit more detail. So we're going to try this again. I'm going to grab this guy, Shift D to duplicate, then S and scale on the X-axis. I'm going to start the same way, like so. Grab this face. There we go. And now we're going to inset it a little bit because keep in mind, it does raise and lower, and I think it has 3 stages of this. So we're going to inset it one more time, then E to extrude. This is more like what my desk is like because it has to actually like raise and lower. So now we're all good. That's all I needed to really add to it. Let's grab this with L, Shift D. In fact, I should probably just re-grab the whole thing to make sure it's lined up the exact same. Vertices, nice. Grab all of this, Shift D, and we're just going to bring it right over here to the center of this line. All right, guys, so that looks pretty centered to me, and this is really all my desk is. Should I try to build the setup that's on it too? Oh, that would be quite a challenge, actually. I don't know. It just said desk. It didn't say gaming setup, but here's the desk. I think we can go ahead and build one more model. All right, guys, so we're going to give it the lucky 2 spins. How did I pick the number 2? I have 2 DMs on Discord, so we're going with 2. 1, 2, a lampshade. Bro, what am I supposed to do with the lampshade? What? Like, why would I? But all right, guys, you really do. You win some and you lose some. This is a great way to practice, by the way. Let's go ahead and build a lampshade. It's going to be pretty simple. We're probably just going to go cylinder. We'll go 6 sides because, well, we'll go 8 sides. Make it a little bit more nice. Then just scale this side down. That's pretty much a lampshade, if we're going to be honest with each other here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete the top and the bottom face, like so. And I will add a Solidify Modifier to this. Perfect. That's going to give it a little bit of thickness and make sure both of the sides are actual sides. And you can't just see through it by looking on the inside when you're in studio. Let's go ahead and apply that. Boom. And here we go. This is what we have. Now, if we want to add a little bit of detail to this lampshade, we could add a loop cut, which could be pretty cool. Add something kind of like this. I think that looks all right. And, we could even grab these faces down here, these guys, or maybe we should do every other one, and extrude these down. All right, now to make this look a little bit less blocky, I'm going to select all these edges right here, and press Control B to bevel, and just kind of add a little bit of curve. Make it look nice, you know? A little more old lady aesthetic. You already know your boy's on it. What else do we want to do to this guy? I mean, there's not really much to do with a lampshade. It's kind of a horrible land. But, hey, here it is. So if I ever need a lamp, I guess we could build a little lamp real quick. Something very fast. Let's go ahead and bring in a cylinder. Perfect. S and Z, scale this all the way down. Gonna bring this in a little bit as well. Drag it down some so we can see. Edit mode, grab this top face. Perfect. Inset it. Nice. E to extrude, and there we go, guys. We have a little lamp. I mean, that's pretty much all that goes on with a little lamp. So now we can actually take this and put it on top of the desk. That'll be kind of cute, I guess. And I guess last but not least, we can go ahead and give some color to all of this just so it's not all gray. So let's start with the lamp, I guess. UV editing tab, grab our little texture. Perfect. We'll go right over to the lamp. Boom, press L on this. We're going to grab everything, scale it to 0. The lampshade I'm going to do as a cool little red because it'll look nice and contrast with the rest of the colors that we got to use. For the little desk part of the lamp, I'm going to make it gray because, or we could go like a solid black because the leg tables are going to be gray. So I think I'm going to go solid black right up here. Nice. Well, I guess it still turned out kind of gray, which is kind of tough. These are all one color, so I can just go, it's a very light gray, actually, something like this even. There we go. Now, the fun part about this, the desk has a little seal around it. So, like, if we go ahead and click on this, we need to click all of these faces. And I guess the easiest way to do that would be kind of go to a little side view real quick, go into wireframe mode, press C, scroll in, and kind of just grab like this. Now, my desk has a little, like, frame around it, and it's a lighter... My dog just going nuts. It's a lighter shade of the brown. Like, the top is kind of wooden, but it has, like, a wooden brownish seal that's a lighter shade. So, we're going to scale all of this to 0, and we're going to go with a light brown, something like this, and then a dark brown for the actual desk. So let's go ahead and grab that. There we go. And now all we have to do is grab these top faces. The bottom, I believe, let me check. Yes, the bottom is definitely the lightest color we have. So let's go ahead and grab these guys real quick. Scale those to 0 and make that dark brown that we wanted. Just like that. And then the bottom is gonna be a very light color. So my desk is like particle board or pressed wood or something. It'll be like somewhere around this region. And there we go, guys. We now have our desk and a lamp. So there we go. That is a letting you know, a random item generator tell us what to build. And that is going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.